This video I'm going to talk about a very vivid recurring dream that I had for over a decade. Over a decade. And I'll describe the dream first. And it would happen when I'm going to bed, when I'm waking up, in the middle of the night. Once it even occurred during the day. And it's just this, I called it the movie eventually because once it started, it wouldn't stop until it reached the end. So it was a scene, kind of looking down on a beach. And the beach comes around and there's, sand dunes and grass. Beach comes around and then circles around and there's like a shallow cove in there, like a very shallow inlet, water maybe a foot or two deep. And in this dream, always starts off walking around this corner, coming down around this cove, and then suddenly you're looking down at the water and you're walking out through this shallow water. It's not even up to my knees, and just walking out probably about 20, 30 feet away from the beach. And then suddenly there's this hole in the ground under the water, and then start moving closer and closer. Face is getting closer to this water where the hole is. And then as soon as it hits the water, bam, that's where it ended. And this would happen again and again and again over the last decade. Well, more than that, maybe 20 years now. When I was in Syracuse, I went to a medium, of course, and first thing she said, "Who do you know who drowned?" Someone drowned. Who do you know who drowned? I'm like, I don't know anyone who drowned. I heard stories of people drowning, but no one close to me had drowned. I had always been afraid of going underwater my whole life, starting with summer camp in second grade in New York. Would not go underwater, so I was shoved underwater. So that was not peaceful, but always had a history with water. But she asked right out, who do you know that drowned? I'm like, I don't know. I even asked the relatives, cousins, uncles. I said, did anyone in the family drown? Nope, no one has ever drowned. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what to make of that. Eventually, fast forward here to Illinois, 6-7 years ago, while I'm at one of the mediums for a reading, talking about drowning. And I said, well, I have this recurring dream, and I described the dream. I said, every time my face hits the water, it stops. And once it starts, it won't stop. I could be sitting up in bed, and the thing's playing in my head, and I can't do anything about it until it's done. So the medium told me, says, well, maybe someone's attached to you, or spirits attached to you that drowned. You need to ask them what you can do to help. So again, it's kind of like Sixth Sense. So wouldn't you know, not even a week later, it happens again in bed. And here's the dream. And it was 1 a.m. because I actually woke up while it's playing in my head, and it's going and it's going and it's going, and finally gets face to the water, stops. And then I sit up in bed. I go, okay, I get it. You drowned. I'm sorry. What do you want me to do for you? How can I help you? Didn't get a response, but coincidentally or purposely, that's the last time I ever had that dream. So I presume whichever spirit was attached to me has told their piece and moved on with it. So doesn't mean I'm still not afraid of the water, but don't have any more recurring dreams about drowning. So that's another interesting twist.